hey, you gotta eat. So if you're not fasting for health or religious reasons, when was the last time you had a meal? Me? I just ate before I turned on this camera. Well, a few minutes ago. Food is essential. We need food to live. It is absolutely essential. And like Feeding Tampa Bay, I just love their slogan. It says, food makes tomorrow possible. So if you want to see some tomorrows, you got to eat. That's just like science. You got to eat. But guess what? As of lately, so many of us have had to sacrifice the food we need, the nutritious food we need to eat, versus the food we can afford, because food has become so expensive around the world. But let me just speak to the western part of the world. That's where I live. I live in America. And food, I can't tell you what it is. They said it was COVID. They said it's insurance. Whatever it is, they said is tariff. Whatever the reason, does it really matter? Because it's hard to afford food right now. Let me tell you a story. Just before I left home, I volunteer at a local community center. And we feed every week. In 3 locations, we have food pantries. And the main location fed 1,100 people in a 2-hour period. 1,100 people on Tuesday. They fed 1,100. And then Tuesday morning, 150. Wednesday morning, 162. So you are looking at literally almost thousands, and that did not include the after party. That did not include other people who came to the bank. That did not include other partners that came and got food. Thousands of people attended the food banks within a couple of days. So what does that tell you? Are all these people lazy? Are they not working? I promise you. I'm at the food bank. I'm at the industry of food. It's like saturated sweat and tears and integrated in the food market industry. And I tell you, I see people like you. I see people like me. I see people who make more money than me. I see people who make less than me. It's not about how they look. It's what I know. And we are suffering when it comes to food. We truly are. So now people are scaling back and eating food they shouldn't eat, food that, that causes sickness or conditions, right? Even death for some. So this is what we're seeing in our part of the world. And I hate to always use this word, a crisis, but I think it's a food crisis. I'm going to use that word. Sorry if I sound like I'm repeating the news, but I think that this is food crisis. Where I live, which is a wonderful community, right? Middle class people all working, mostly 2 family households. I think there's 2 of us who live in this community that are single. When I moved here, when I built here, I was the only single person in this community. And it was all just couples and their children. And now I think there's 2 of us. So we're middle income or higher in this community. They're doctors, they're lawyers, they're professionals, they're teachers. And can we afford to eat? That's something to think about. So if you can relate, I want you to please like this video, share this video, because in a moment I'm going to share some tips on how you can save money on your food bill. Because, like Checkers and Rally says, you got to eat. And I love eating. So according to the USDA, the monthly cost of food report, this is from August. Let me look at the paper so I can get the numbers right. So in August, a male, the average, this is across America, from Florida to Maine, East Coast, West Coast. The average working male spends $465 per month for food. Female spends $392, right? We eat less. I don't know what the guys are buying. Maybe they're buying beer. Who knows? That's not essential, but that's what we're spending on groceries. Now check this out. A family of 4, and this is moderate spending. This is not on the high end. This is not getting all the luxury fancy item or the organic item. This is just moderate, simple, grassroots spending. Getting the high, maybe the bottom shelf and the high shelf stuff, right? So an average family of 4, that's husband, wife, 2 children, they're spending $1,248 a month for food. So when you think about it, if you're spending $1,200, again, that's not the fancy stuff. That's not the organic stuff. That's not if somebody's allergic to something and you need a specialized brand of milk. Everybody needs a specialized brand of milk these days. They can't have a certain nut. So this is just straight down the middle, right? This is just the low bottom, top bottom shelf. You can't even afford the eye level stuff anymore. It is just insane. Can you relate? If you can relate, do me a favor and put a comment. Put a comment below and let me know. Can you relate? Don't talk about meat. Like, we all should just go ahead and be vegetarian these days. Now, I don't suffer from that because I can go without meat. But gosh, produce are so expensive. And that's me right there. I can eat produce all day long. So what can we do to better ourselves in this area? What can we do to eat healthy and still be able to pay our bills? Be able to pay the car and the insurance, and God knows we need a roof over our head. You got to pay that first, because I believe a lot of Americans are going hungry, and they're driving nice cars, and they're living in gated communities just like me, but they're probably not eating the way they should or what they want to eat. Here are some tips. Here's some things that I do that works and help me curtail my budget so that I can eat healthy. And listen, women, let me just speak to the women. After 40, we have to eat a certain way. Like, our bodies just can't take that. Like, I used to be able to eat anything at any time, and still I was a size 2. But what? Like, boom, where did this weight come from? Women, we have to eat better than we did in our 30s and in our 20s. We just have to eat a certain way. So let's just lock it in. This is what I do. I do not, okay, if you're writing this down, you don't have to, just 4 tips. But if you are writing it down, point number 1 or tip number 1, do not shop hungry. I'm going to repeat that. Do not shop hungry, ladies. I didn't mean to give you the big, ugly, close to the camera face, but do not shop hungry. Because when you shop hungry, you will shop with your tummy and your eyes versus your budget. I don't have my wallet next to me, but you know, our budget's on our phone these days. So you're not going to shop your budget. You're just going to shop what you feel like eating. And the stomach always wins. It wins over the budget. So do not shop hungry. Number 2, plan before you shop. Why do I say that? I plan because otherwise I'm wandering around Publix in every aisle and I see stuff. Oh, I need that. Oh, I need that. No, I don't. I promise you. Half of the times I don't. I just grab stuff. And I'm thinking, oh, let me get this so when the family comes. Oh, let me do this for the homeless. Oh, I just grab stuff. And you have 2 grocery bags. $100 later, $200 later, you have 2 grocery bags. Like these days is $100 for just 1 public bag and 1 in each hand. That's $200 out the door if you wander around the store. And I do not mean to promote any store. So wherever you shop in the world, whichever store is your cup of tea. I didn't mean to say Publix. That's just where I shop. So plan before you shop. In fact, go old school. Make your shopping list and stick to it. Maybe let's be realistic, 1 or 2 things you'll forget and you'll see it and you'll say, oh, I need that. Or whoever's shopping with you, yeah. So, and side note, do not shop with the kids. That's a part of planning. Do not Do not, here comes the ugly nose. Do not shop with the kids. Leave them home because they're going to make you put everything in a buggy that they don't need, right? So number 3, buy smart, not fancy. Buy smart, not fancy. And I'm not talking about buying the lower shelf stuff or the cheaper stuff. But think about it. A lot of times you look at something, like I had a friend one time compare Colgate to Crest because I told them about their breath. I told them about their breath, and they're like, okay, one might be cheaper, but it has the exact same ingredients. But I'm just saying Colgate works and Crest work. The rest of the stuff don't freshen your breath. Anywho, that was a bunny trail. Come back, Paulette. So you know what? Oftentimes the same ingredients is in the same thing. And I'll tell you a secret. A lot of times they're made in the exact same factory and a different label is just stamped. One company, next company, same factory. So shop, don't worry about fancy. Shop smart. Do what's best for you and your family. Number 4, I'm on number 4, right? Cook more, waste less. Cook more, waste less. Listen, you guys might say I'm a hypocrite because I don't cook. But I'm smart about it. I'm smart about not cooking because I do prep my food and I prepare. I eat salads. But if I do cook, I'll cook for the homeless and then I'll put some aside for me. But when you cook, it's not like I don't know how to cook or I didn't come from people who knew how to cook or I'm around people who cook. My friends cook. What you saying? They cook and I see it. So here's the deal. When you do cook though, oops, I'm losing here my phone. When you do cook, let's say you're making spaghetti. If you make a medium pot, you're using the same ingredients. But if you make a large pot, you are using the same ingredients. And I promise you, you probably would use the same amount of onions and oils and bell peppers, whatever else you're putting in that spaghetti. And, well, you need a little bit more sauce. But you will still use less of everything if you just go ahead and make the larger pot. Put that baby in Tupperware and just stick it in your freezer or your refrigerator. So if you just cook a bigger batch, you will be saving on ingredients, which equals to saving on money. Does this make sense to you? So cook more, waste less. Alrighty, I said I was just going to give you a few tips, but I'm going to give you a bonus tip. Please eat home more and eat out less. I'm the queen of eating out. Shame. But when I've been eating home more because I don't know. The money doesn't go as far as it used to. So I have been eating home more, except Chipotle. Okay, here it comes. I don't cook, but I really, really try to be very wise with my money. So try not to eat out as much. Let me tell you something, guys. This is the bonus tip. If ever, everybody might not want to do this. Everybody doesn't have the heart to do this, but you know what I do and helps me out a lot. I supplement my food, my produce at the food pantry, at the local food pantry. What, Miss Paulette? Oh, you're not poor. You can afford produce. You don't know what I could afford or not afford. You don't know that. But either way, it doesn't matter. The fact is, if you're able to get produce, which is super expensive at the supermarket, if you're able to humble yourself and go down to a community food pantry, a community wherever they might be able to get food. Don't go somewhere where they're gonna ask you, your middle name and where you were born, and ask you your first child's date of birth and your blood type. That is not dignity. But if you can find a food pantry that won't ask you questions and won't make you feel less than a human being, please get help. I hope these tips have helped you, and I'm sorry, I should have gotten my water. I hope it helps you, and I hope that you can supplement your grocery bill. If you are new to my channel, my name is Paulette Rolle-Alesnik, and on this channel I talk about personal finances. And on this channel, my channel is kind of pivoting a little bit because I've been sharing more stories of women now, right? That's just something that's on my heart. So it's a bit of a pivot. I don't just speak of finances, but finances are my passion. Not so much finances, but helping people to live free from the financial stress that hurts us so much in this part of the world and the world in general. I have a passion to help just alleviate the pain of finances, of lack of finances. So that is what I do. I work primarily with women. I coach them. I speak, which is my preference. And I have a book. If you don't want to see me in person in my red wig or anything like that, you can just purchase my book on Amazon, right? It's called My Journey to Financial Freedom with MSOI, multiple streams of income, because that's what I do. You know, I need to revise that book and put a chapter in there about supplementing your grocery bill by going to a food pantry. Just thought about that. That just like, boom, came to me. So has this helped you? Let me know in the chat. Introduce yourself to me in the chat. If you are a regular, thank you so much for supporting me. Listen, sister girl. Listen, my brother. Listen, family and sister friends. I do not take you for granted. Because you could be doing anything else. You do not need to watch this girl with this red wig. I'm just saying. You do, or whatever hair I'm wearing for the day. I appreciate you. For all my friends who come on here, all the family members who take the time to not just swipe up or down, swipe up, but you watch my video, you subscribe to my channel, I appreciate you. And if you subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to yours if you have one. I appreciate you so much. But once again, I hope this helps you in your food journey, in your health journey. If you're watching on YouTube, please, 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 I'm choking up because I'm like so thirsty. I'm not home in my regular house to eat my stuff and to drink my stuff. As I record this, I'm out of the country right now and I can't get the stuff I love. Oh God, pray for me. So something I ate is making me very, feel not good right now, and I'm on this live. So hey, it is what it is. There's no shame in this game. But as I was saying, I hope this helped you. I appreciate you. If you're new, please come back, subscribe, because why? I will be sharing more stories about health, about wealth. I'll be having guests on. And certainly, as much as I can, I will help you, my friend, to create financial freedom, personal financial freedom for you and your family. So until next time, be blessed by the best. And who's that? Jesus Christ. Toodaloo. Bye now.